What's going on? Are we back? Are we back in the building? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let me have a look. Let me have a look here. Okay, yes, it looks like we are live in the building. Guys, how is everybody doing? Can you let me know if it is working? Because I am trying again, just a dual stream. And I want to see if it's working. Because if it's not working early doors, then I am going to end the stream and start a new one. But I really want to see if this can work. Because it's something I want to try out for the season. But what is going on? It looks like a separate... I'm so confused now. Bro, I'm so confused. It looks like it's bugging. Yo, Crumble, nice to see you. Kai, what's good? It looks like it created a separate stream. Sorry, guys. Let me just see what's going on here. It doesn't even look like what I was trying to do is working. It doesn't even look like it's working. Potter is back. Can you hear me? And can you guys just let me know if it's laggy or not? Could you guys just let me know? Or if it's all good. If it's all good, because this is a test. Yes, programmer, what's good? What's good, what's good? I don't know why, it's bugging like this. Hello, Liverpool FC 2014, nice to see you. Yeah, I would try to start this a lot earlier, and we will talk about the lineup and everything else. I just want to see if this is working, because I want to try doing vertical and horizontal streams, but I am struggling a bit with the back end technical side of things. Who do you think will be the most exciting player this season? Oof. I think, bro, there's so many to be excited about. There's so many. Why does FOMO not have the same starting 11 as the Liverpool set on X? Because I think it's preseason. They haven't been able to have the full updates on it. But as you can see, this is the full Liverpool lineup right here. What's good, Heath Ground? Nah, no lag, and I can hear you properly. Yay. Okay, great. Okay, perfect. Leo, Google says the game starts at 7. So there's 2 games today, Foxycraft. And we will go through the first lineup. If you guys could just confirm that you can hear me on the horizontal stream. I want to make sure that it's working so that we don't have technical issues when the game actually gets underway. Maybe I could just... I'm not a Liverpool fan, but my granddad supports them. Big up. Well, the Rattlemen. You'll be falling in love with Andy Robertson this season, I think. Isn't the match in 7 hours? There's 2 games today, like I said. Adam, nice to see you, OG. Are you happy with the 11? I mean, definitely, guys, the stronger 11 is going to be the second one that's at Anfield. There's no doubt about that. You'll be falling in love with Andy Robertson this season, I think. Isn't the match in 7 hours? There's 2 games today, like I said. Adam. Okay, it looks like we're good. It looks like we're good. Okay. Okay. I guess we're going to try it like this then, you guys. I'm not sure why there's a little bit of a lag. But like I said, it's like there's 2 streams going on at the same time. Good to see Maka back in the team. Why aren't we using any of our good center backs? Okay, Neil King, for all of you guys in the building, let me explain exactly why this is the lineup. And we're going to go through the lineup together. And I will explain why this is the lineup. So, in goal, we got Mamadashvili. At right back, we got Calvin Ramsey. Our center back partnership is Endo and Chambers. At left back, we got Costas. Then we got Enioni, McConnell, and Maka as our midfield 3. And then our front 3 is Victor Munoz is going to start, Chiesa, and then Harvey Elliott. So this, guys, of course, is more like our second team. And the team that we're going to see later at Anfield, you can expect the likes of obviously Alexander Isak, Florian Wirtz, Dominik Szoboszlai. Our main starting 11 is going to be later, and I do think this is quite telling, you guys. I think this shows that on the first match week against Newcastle next week, probably Enyoni won't start, and Maka probably won't start either. So, I'm just saying, this second team, I do believe, is an indication of what the first game against Newcastle will look like. That's just my opinion. But let me show you guys the other team. Leo, is it being recorded? Bobo Kello, yes, it's on All Red Video. Tobias, I'm good. How are you? Kind of taking refuge from a hurricane. Damn, Saki Master, I'm sorry to hear that. But dropped in for a second at midnight. I hope you're doing okay, Saki Master. But yeah, on the bench we got Davies, Kumas, Morrison, Endai, Will Wright, Sonny Lemby, and Pitt. So, as you can see, it's a completely different... this is completely our second team. Why is Rio not playing? Because the Rattleman, he'll be starting in the second game. There's 2 games going on today. And the second one is at Anfield. So, always the second one was going to be probably the stronger lineup. I don't know, Will. Thank you very much. For the jewels. 2 hiding jewels. Thank you, I don't know, Will. Is Alisson playing in the second game? Exactly. Alisson is playing in the second game. So, guys, I could literally tell you right now my predicted team for the second game. Hey, James, goalkeeper. So, guys, my predicted team for the second game, just based on what this lineup is, I think it'll be Alisson in goal, Frimpong at right back. It'll probably be a center-back partnership of Virgil van Dijk and Araujo, or Virgil van Dijk and Jeremy Jacquet, but probably more so Araujo, just because Jacquet has just come back from his injury. At left back, I think it'll be Kirkez. Our midfield 3, I can guarantee, is going to be Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, and Florian Wirtz. And then our front 3, in my opinion, is going to be Cody Gakpo on the left wing, Alexander Isak as a striker, and Rio and Gamo on the right wing. That's my personal predicted team for the second game that will be at Anfield, just based on who is not involved in this team right here. You get what I'm saying? Thank you, I don't know, Will. When is the second game? I'm going to be doing a double stream, you guys, today. So I will be live for the game later today. You could check on the different time zones, but in the UK, so I'm just going to give you the UK kickoff time. It's a 6 p.m. UK time kickoff. I'm excited for the second game as I'm going to watch it live. Yes, Noah. And like I just told you, I think the team will be strong, to be fair. It will be really strong. And still, there's a lot for us to look forward to in this game. I'm already buzzing for this game, you guys, because we got Munoz starting. We got Chiesa starting. We got Enyoni starting. For me, there's a lot of things to be excited about with this team already, to be honest. You know? There's a lot to be excited about. Hot take on Rio and Gamoa. My hot take is we won't nearly get the same out of him if we start him on the right wing. Actually, I don't know if that's a hot take. I feel like that might be a popular opinion. But I'm not convinced with what I've seen of Rio and Gamoa on the right wing. Just because we know how good he can be as a... The kickoff right now is in 15 minutes, you guys. 15 minutes. Big up Nota. Maka shouldn't start, in my opinion. Adam, why you mean like he needs more rest after the World Cup? He has gotten a proper rest, though. I don't know, Will. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. From the background. Well, Petra, I was going to wear the shirt from... Guys, what do you rate this, though? Look at this shirt I just got. I just got this week. Look at the shirt. What are we saying? I love it with the long sleeve. I still haven't decided who I'm going to put on the back. But I actually did a campaign with JD Sports on Instagram on Liverpool Goals like a few months ago. And so they sent me this, the away shirt. But I really love it because of the retro, like the two retro logos. I think is sick. But I was gonna say for the back, I think I'm gonna decide as the season. Like the next time I go to Liverpool, I want to go to a Liverpool shop and get someone on the back of this one and on the back of that one. That way I can support the Liverpool shop as well. Long sleeve shirts are beautiful. Yeah, this one I got short sleeve, but then I kind of regretted it. So now for this one, I was able to get it in the long sleeve, as you can see. But I love it. I know it's very simple. I'm not saying it's like a groundbreaking shirt, but I personally love it just because, like I said, it's like retro logos and it's just simple. But again, the reality is with logos, with shirts, so much of like how a shirt feels, I think. Wait a bit and then get Barcola. Yeah, Bzinho, I kind of have that in my mind, honestly. But yeah, I was going to say what I really love is like when there's actually history made in shirts or you have beautiful memories with certain shirts, it takes them to another level. I think ultimately what you do in a shirt is kind of more important than how the shirt actually looks because of the emotional things you remember about that shirt, you know? Thank you, LFC Slid. Big up. Is the Anfield game going to be in the third kit or the home kit? I think probably the home kit is what's most likely, I'm guessing. I don't think they've agreed a fee yet. No, they haven't agreed a fee yet for Bradley Barcola. It's got to be Verts on the back. Where are you watching the game from? Big up, Otin. I'm watching from Iceland. I actually love the Liverpool shirt. I'm in the building. Nice to see you, LFC Days, who's part of Heki Nation too. I see you. But yeah, the match, you can watch it on All Red Video or on LFC TV if you look up LFC TV. That's where you can watch it. My current favorite Liverpool player is Hugo Ekitike. But my favorite of all time is Stevie G. Oh shoot, Heath Ground. Let me fix that. Heath Ground, it's because I'm testing with this new format of doing 2 streams at the same time and it messes up some of the stuff. Big up Becky, thank you. But let me fix that, Heath. Because why is it showing up like this? Okay, let me do it like that. Okay. Ekitike hopefully will be back soon. I don't think till 2027, bro. I think it's not exactly back soon, but I'm buzzing for when he will be back. No doubt about it. Happy double match day. Okay, I'm going to put the happy double match day in. Okay. That's going to be the description. I like your... Thank you, Frimmers. First time in the chat. Guess who's back? Nice to see you, CTK. Leo, did you see the Yildiz rumors? I don't think we're getting Yildiz, bro. I do not see that happening. LFC Charlie says, I really want Barcola. Well, Liverpool seems to really want Barcola too. I'm going to the game at 6. Big up, Ronnie. That's going to be great. That's going to be great. Ofties. On TikTok, when did you send it? CJ, when did you send it? Sent hiding. Thank you, Mahmood. Sent a gift. Thank you, Mahmood. Appreciate it. When's Connor Bradley coming back from injury? We don't know the exact date. I've heard rumors of around October time is what I've heard. But I really don't know. Leo, who should Liverpool sign as a right back? I want Doué from Strasbourg in France. who played for the Ivory Coast at the World Cup. That's who I want. Because he can also play at center back if needed. And he wouldn't cost too much. So he's the number one option I would want for that right back position. Had to make a nuke. Big up CTK. Long time no see. By the way, will Araujo get minutes versus Como? I think so. I really think so. I think there's a good chance he actually starts. I think there's a good chance, you guys, we see him start against Como in the second game at Anfield. The kickoff is in 9 minutes. Guys, can you spam up in the building right now? Because I saw it said you guys were asking where am I watching from. Yes, there's 2 games today. I'm in Hecky Nation. Yes. What do you mean copyright issues? Hecky. Can you share your screen? I won't be able to because of copyright, bro. I won't be able to share the screen. But guys, can you let me know where you're watching from around the world for this first Como game? And I know the real OGs are here in the building for this one just because this is basically our second team. But for all the OGs, the big Liverpool fans, you'll still be curious to see the likes of Munoz make his first full start at Liverpool. The likes of Inyoni are starting. Chiesa at striker. There's going to be lots of interesting, things to look out for. But I want to know where you guys are watching from around the world. We got Frimmers who says Norway. We got Salah from the UK. Hiab from Sweden. We got Estonia. We got India in the building. Oh, Glock, nice to see you in the building. OG, how have you been, Glock? We got Italy. We got Norway. We got Scotland. We got Zimbabwe. We got Iceland. We got Budapest. We got Amsterdam. Where Gravenberg is from. We got Bulgaria. I'm going to the 6 p.m. one, bro. I'll have the best time. It should be great. We got Banbury, England. We got Pakistan, India, France, Italy, Lithuania, Australia, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Mauritius, Nepal. Oh my goodness. South Africa in the building, Scotland, Gambia. Bro, this is making me want to travel the world. We got Ghana. We got Jamaica in the building. Australia, Finland, Trinidad and Tobago, Malaysia, South Africa, USA, Thailand, Denmark, Bulgaria, Kenya, Malta. Bro, I think we got every part of the world here. The Congo, DR Congo. By the way, we will take good care of Kwanzaa. Thank you. Oh god, Glock. I hope you don't get him because he's quality. I can't have Arsenal being even stronger defensively. I can't have that. Hong Kong, Ireland. Bro, Lebanon. Nah, this is unbelievable. England or Cyprus. A mix of England and Cyprus. Bro. Hawaii, Mexico, Kenya. It looks like you're singing a World Cup song. Well, that just shows how freaking unbelievable the Liverpool community is. Or our community. Do you see this? Hawaii, Germany, Mexico, Namibia, India, Nigeria, Senegal, Somalia, Nepal, North Korea. I don't know about that one. Turkey, Iraq. What's up from India? Nah. Starting very soon. Up the Reds. Yes, guys, we got 6 minutes till kickoff. We have to be the most global club. Bro, it is beautiful. It's beautiful. We got Sudan. Gambia in the house. Liverpool's the biggest club in England and the biggest club in the world, Abzinho. No, I'm kidding. Biggest club in England. Because in the world, you have to say it's Real Madrid. I'm not going to be that biased. It's obviously Real Madrid. Perth, Australia. Leo, come to Australia, bro. It's on my wish list. Yeah, I dream about going to Australia one day. The problem is if I went, because it's such a far trip from where I am, I would want to stay at least 2 weeks or something. Always love from India. Big up, Glock. You absolute OG. I'm so excited for the season to start next weekend. The season is going to be starting very, very soon. Leo, news about Mbai. There is no major update. Just the main thing with Mbai is is apparently we find the fee to be too much. It looks like PSG are now asking for more money because Liverpool entered the race. Kuwait, Wales. Hello, Nepal. We're better than Madrid. Oh, absolutely. But I'm just saying, Madrid is the biggest club in the world. You can't... I'm not going to be that biased, bro. I can't be that biased. Big up, Vorts. Sent a GOAT trophy. Thank you. Big up, Aaron Williams. And Hacky for life. Thank you. You sent a disco and a laughing. Aaron Williams sent a laughing disco. Big up. Bro, is it at the AXA training ground? Yes, this one is at the AXA. And then the next one will be... Guys, does it look like there's going to be a delay though? Because we're kicking off in just 4 minutes and it doesn't look like it's the players are all ready. Guys, does it look like there's going to be a delay? Big up, Kotzi from Antarctica. Nah, I don't believe you. Leo in it. I'm gonna need some evidence if you're saying Antarctica. I'm gonna need some evidence. How many people actually live in Antarctica, guys? Can anyone find that stat? How many people live in Antarctica? I'm actually curious. I don't know what the number is. Big up, Baxter. Thank you for your treat. Bro really wants the first place. Leo watching from Liverpool. Yes, Dexter. You're in the best city in England. Oh, we got Dominic Soboslai and Milos Kerkez watching on. They're all going to be watching on, of course. I'm cold. Big up Albster. News about Bradley Barcola. There's no major news yet. Leo, my brother's name is Leo. Big up Jack. Hi Leo, first time caller. Hey Jaden. Shout out to you, Albster. Oh, I think the players are walking out now. Are they? Are they walking out? Big up Baxter. Thank you. Watching from Taiwan. Guys, ain't it at 6 p.m.? There is one at 6 p.m. JJ There's 2 separate games happening today. And the stronger team will be the second game because that one will be at Anfield in front of fans. But still, this game, guys, you don't want to miss it because, I mean, the players I'm most excited to see today are Trey Agnoni and Victor Munoz, personally. But I'm also curious to see how Chiesa will do at striker, if he can be that backup striker to Alexander Isak. There's a lot of things I'm just curious to see about, you know? A lot that we could learn from this game. Oh, yeah, guys, it looks like we will kick off on time because I'm seeing the players passing it around. It looks like we're almost ready here. It looks like we're almost ready here, guys. Maka is back from the World Cup and he's back starting. Look, Alvaro Morata is saying hi to all the players. Look, he's giving hugs to Mamadashvili, to Chiesa. Yeah, he's starting. Watching from Adelaide, South Australia. Let's go. Morata is still playing. Yeah, bro. He's starting up top and he's the captain. It's a pretty strong lineup, actually, from Como here. Morata is their number 7 and he's the captain starting up top for Como in this game. Big up Mandla says, I'm confused from South Africa. It says Liverpool playing tonight at 7 p.m. Mandla, all I can tell you is I know that the game in UK time is kicking off at 6 p.m. UK time. So then you'll have to do the math in terms of where it is compared to... Shaban says, is Munoz in the starting 11 for the next game or hasn't come out? It hasn't come out, but he definitely won't be in the starting 11 because he's already in the starting 11 for this game. Look, he's on the left wing. So the fact that he's starting on the left wing tells you he's not going to be... You know what I mean? Leo, please say happy 16th birthday to your cousin Jared. Absolute legend. You'll never walk alone. We need Mbaye more than Barcola, says Hiab. Would you guys agree or disagree with that? I'm not so... I think we need both. Because we never... in my opinion, guys, You might disagree with me. I think Barcola is the replacement for Luis Diaz. That's my personal opinion. So, in my opinion, we need Barcola and a right winger. But that's just my personal opinion. I think we're going so hard on Barcola because even though Gakpo, I'm sure we want to keep him around and he's good, he hasn't proven he can be an elite left winger for Liverpool, which Sadio Mane absolutely was for many, many years. And at a time, Luis Diaz was for Liverpool too. Here we go. Wait, there was a false start. There was a false start. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, you Reds, guys. The first game has officially kicked off. I doubt that there will be the ball movement for this game, you guys, though. Just because it is being played at our training ground. But let's see. But we already have Rio and Gakpo. Yes, but I don't think they see Rio ready to start every single week yet. Or every 3 days. And I don't think they see Gakpo as that elite option. But I'm sure they do still want to keep him. From South Africa, big up. Mandla, thank you for your support. Big up. Okay, let me have a look. I doubt that the ball movement will be available. But let's have a look anyways. I'm watching from Thailand. Big up, Indy. I can't watch the starting 11. It only shows on the other thing. Bro, I'm telling you, I will keep the starting 11 popped open. As you can see, Munoz is on the left wing. Chiesa is our striker. Harvey on the right wing. That's our attack. How do you feel about Rio in the future? Bro, Rio's ceiling is unbelievable. And he looks like he actually is well grounded in everything. So I think Rio can be a superstar for Liverpool. But I don't think we should be crazy rushing him, you know what I mean? With the amount of games we play, he definitely will get more minutes than last season. But to reinforcing the attack on players who are very, very good in 1v1 situations and who have pace is what we need. You know? And that's why I personally think we should be getting Barcola and a right winger. I don't think it's only one. And actually, most of the rumors I'm seeing right now is saying, they are saying actually, that see, look, FootMob still doesn't say the game has started. I don't think the ball movement will be available for this one. Let's see, maybe it will, but so far it's not showing that. Who do you think will win today between Man City and Arsenal? I'm an Arsenal fan. My prediction is 3-2 Arsenal. I'm not so sure, Cool Boy. Do you think both teams will play their strongest teams? Does Victor play on the left wing? Yes, Victor Munoz is playing on the left wing. Oh, that's nice from Munoz! Oh my god, what a chance. What a chance for Inyoni. Guys, did you see that wing play from Victor Munoz? It is absolutely beautiful. Did you see the trickery? The defender could do nothing about it. And then Victor Munoz put in a very dangerous cross. That's beautiful play from Munoz. Look at that. Look at the skill. And then he cuts back onto his right. He crosses it. And let's be real, Inyoni should have scored there. If he puts that on target, it's 1-0 for the Reds. Guys, it would be 1-0 for the Reds if he just put that on target. It would be 1-0 for the Reds. Bro, what are these camera angles though? Guys, Munoz looks like a player. Victor Munoz. What a player. I'm hyped to watch him this season. Because guys, that is the type of play that we missed last season. Apart from Rio and Gamoa, who I think was our shining light last season, what was one of our biggest issues, in my opinion, it's the fact that we didn't have dangerous wingers in 1v1 situations who could make something happen out of nowhere. Rio could do that, but we had to be really careful with his minutes. Now, someone like Victor Munoz, he'll bring that because he has that bit of trickery. He has the strength. He has the pace. He's not afraid to take on a man in 1v1 situations. And that's the kind of threat that we were missing. And if we bring in Barcola, he obviously would be that kind of player too, but on a different level, obviously. Real Revolve, nice to see you. I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, bro, I'm hyped about watching Munoz. I'm just hyped for the season to start, honestly. Pitch looks so small. Yeah, it does. But I think it's also the camera angles. Munoz, bro. It's going to be a corner for Como. Is it at Anfield? No, this game is at the AXA training ground. This game. And then the second game that's at 6 p.m. UK time is going to be at... Yeah, Munoz is silky, bro. The second game that will be at Anfield kicks off at 6 p.m. UK time. Look at Munoz. Guys, look at the pace from Munoz. Nah, I'm getting too excited. I'm going to need to calm down. Is that not a foul? Nah, I think he went down a bit too easy. But guys, look at the pace. Go on, great skill by Munoz. Exceptional, says Sonny Williams. Guys. Yeah, he needed to pass that there, Munoz. But again, we got to see the pace that he has. Oh my god, the ball movement might actually be available. Guys, the ball movement might be available. Is it working though? No, it's not working yet. I'm going to keep it popped open in case it does start working at some point. Will you stream the Community Shield Final? No, Glock. I'm not going to stream the Community Shield Final just because I'm already doing 2 streams today. I'm already streaming a watch along for both Como games, so I can't also do the Community Shield. Charlie says, what position should we upgrade in my opinion once we get Barcola over the line? Because he clearly is our #1 priority target. Once we get Barcola over the line, I think we need a right winger and we need a defensive midfielder. And if we could bring in another, I would say a right back. Those are the 3 positions I would really want us to still go for in the market, Charlie. How confident are you for this season? Tabinda, please ask me that question at the end of the transfer window. It's still too early for me to answer that because we still got 2 weeks left of this transfer window. Our midfield will be pretty strong. I hope to see it. This is the Arsenal fan, by the way. Speaking about the Community Shield, he says, I hope to see a midfield of Odegaard, Rice, and Bruno Guimaraes. Yeah, so it's going to be a strong team. But yeah, I think Arsenal will win the Community Shield. Otinda says, I don't have money. Okay, Otinda, I will keep you updated on all that's happening. Right now, the best chance of the game has been a Trey and Yoni header. Right? A Trey and Yoni header. But, Deliora, are you in the building, by the way? Deliora? Oh, no, I think it's too early for Deliora right now. I'm sure Deliora will be there for the second game because in the US right now it's a very early kickoff. Do you think we'll sign Barcola? I think so, Elbster. We've just been pushing so hard. I think it's gonna go down to the wire in this window probably. It's probably gonna happen late in this window. Sporty TV. Oh, Joseph, nice to see you. Spain have lack world-class wingers, and I like to see Yamal and Munoz show their quality. Bro, imagine in the future for Spain, if on one side they have Lamine Yamal, and on the other they have Victor Munoz. That would be sick. If we had a Liverpool representative for Spain. That would be so sick. And I think he could do it. If he proved himself at Liverpool, I don't see why he couldn't start over Nico Williams or Baena, who was the left winger for Spain at the World Cup. Joseph says, hi Leo, you know this first game is only 70 minutes. Is it only 70 minutes? Oh yeah, they said 35-minute halves, right? Guys, can anybody confirm that? Did they say? I didn't quite hear. Did they say it was going to be 35-minute halves? I can't remember if they said that. I think they did, actually, at the beginning. We got a Newcastle fan who says, Leo, why'd Liverpool hijack Munoz from us? Bro, because we love to hijack Newcastle signings. I'm sorry, bro. But he looks like he's going to be a bargain. But to be fair, I'm just saying, for you who's a Newcastle fan, I do think it looks like you've made some smart signings this summer. It looks like you picked up some gems. So if you develop those gems, you could have a new generation of top players. Just like the players that you had before at the peak time of Eddie Howe. When you beat Liverpool, for example, in the Carabao Cup final, you kind of made those players into stars in a way. I would say into stars. And I have to say, a big fair play. Backyard football all right now. Yes, Deliora. You know this game is only 70 minutes. Yeah, apparently it's 35-minute halves. But yeah, this game is happening at the AXA training ground. For anybody that's tuning in right now, the game is happening at the Liverpool training ground at the AXA. Where can we watch the match? You can watch it on LFC TV or you can look up All Red Video. Those two you could look up. Newcastle I think made some smart signings. The only thing is they're young players, so they're gonna have to develop. So obviously they're not gonna be ready made. But I actually think that model for Newcastle can be smart. Like sell your if certain players become stars at certain moments, sell them at the right time and reinvest into gems because clearly your recruitment is top tier. Look at the players you brought in. And last summer, you almost got Hugo Ekitike, who was arguably our best signing. So you were that close to getting Hugo Ekitike until Liverpool hijacked the deal. So imagine last summer, you had also signed Hugo Ekitike. That would have been a crazy signing for you. Coucou Meryl, comment ça va? Meryl, t'arrives à voir ou pas? Je suis en train de tester pour la première fois et j'ai l'impression que ça marche. Horizontal stream with a vertical stream at the same time. I'm doing both at the same time. Bro, how are you watching the game? It's on LFC TV. Why is Maka playing? Bro, because he had his break after the World Cup. Now he needs to get his match fitness back a bit. Bro, Leo, how are you watching the game? Like I said, you could just look up LFC TV or All Red Video. That's where I'm watching it. That's where it's being streamed. Is a big loss for Newcastle, yeah. But their midfield, honestly, that midfield of Bruno, Tonali, and Joelinton, I'm not sure there was a better midfield at the time in the Premier League. That's how good. Deuxième fois, ouais. Mais la première fois, ça n'avait pas marché. Liverpool are waiting for PSG to drop the price of Barcola, exactly. They say he's too expensive right now. That's it, James. But because Barcola wants to leave, I think they'll eventually drop their price, especially now that they've signed three attackers that they've gone over the line. Big up Donald, first time in the chat, who says, you good? Yes, I'm good, bro. How are you? Go to Dariani, I would say George Scaife, I think is such a great content creator. George Scaife. And then I would say also Liverpool fan in Japan, I love. Big up Ethan. What platform do you search up LFC TV? Yes, LFC TV. Do you pay for it? Yes, I do. But I actually am already a member of Liverpool, so it comes with the membership. It says the game is behind closed doors. Yes, it's at the AXA training ground. The second game today, though, which is at 6 p.m., Aces is going to be at Anfield in front of a full crowd. Anfield crowd. Is Arsenal hijacking Barcola or not? I don't think so, because it seems like he wants to go to Liverpool. So there would be no point in Arsenal entering the race. It was like when Liverpool entered the race for Caicedo, but he had already agreed to go to Chelsea. I don't know why we tried, when clearly he just wanted to go to Chelsea at that point. I think the same thing with Barcola right now. Who has the upper hand in the PSG versus Liverpool transfers? I still think De Liora. Like, if I put my bias aside, I still think PSG have the upper hand. Mainly because Barcola has 2 years left on his contract. And he's not going to kick up a fuss if he has to stay. So I think if a deal happens, it would kind of have to be on the terms of PSG. That's the reality. But I think it will end up happening. Why? Because I think Luis Enrique is really the type of manager where he doesn't want to keep players around who don't fully buy into the project or don't fully want to be there. And you look at Bradley Barcola's body language, you look at the fact that he didn't play at all in the Super Cup, I think he is on his way out. And I think actually Luis Enrique will play a real role in that, because I do think he'll tell the PSG owners, let him go, because we don't want to keep hold of a player who knows he could start for another top team. And then if we keep him around and I don't start him, it could create problems behind the scenes. You know what I mean? And therefore, I actually do believe the Barcola transfer will happen. It's just about, yeah, how much is PSG willing to drop from their current asking price is the big deal. I'd rather give Rio a chance as Frank. Bro, Rio will still get a chance. Don't worry. Like, trust me, at this level, you play so many games that you need competition for places. Dara Barry, thank you. Sonny Williams says, "Why would he join us when he's winning everything at PSG?" Because Sonny, he's not an out and out starter. He's the fourth choice attacker, and they play with three starting attackers, and he wants to be a key player in a team. And Liverpool are offering him to be a key player in the team if he joined. That's why he would want to leave. That's literally the reason. If he was a starter for PSG, trust me, he would want to stay because right now PSG is obviously the best team in the world. There's no doubt that PSG is the best team in the world right now. Okay, it's 35-minute halves apparently. So it's going to be 70 minutes. Is Munoz playing well? Yeah, I would say Munoz has been the standout so far. Here we go. We got a corner. Guys. Harvey Elliott's going to take this corner. Harvey Elliott swings it in towards the front post. Como on the counter-attack. Great challenge there from Mignoni. And then Chiesa kicks it out. It's going to be a goal kick for Como. But that's a really good breakup play, guys. Really good breakup play there from Trey Mignoni, who I think will play a much larger role this season. What happened so far? It's been pretty quiet of a game, Datwani, but the main chance was created with a brilliant move from Victor Munoz on the left wing, who did a kind of skill move on his defender, and then he got it back onto his right foot. He crossed it perfectly into a dangerous area in the box. Trey Mignoni got his head to it, but he unfortunately didn't get a clean connection to it, and he put it off target. But I think he should have scored from that position. And that's been the best chance of the game so far. And like I was saying, I think the player who's looked the brightest has been Victor Munoz. Would you take Barcola for 130 million euros? Yeah, 130 million pounds I think is a lot. It's hard to confirm without the ball movement. Delior, let me refresh. I don't think there will be ball movement today though, just because it's a behind the closed doors friendly. Yeah. Yeah. But like I said, it will be there for the second game, guys. It will be there for the second game against Como, the one that's at Anfield. What do you think about Chiesa's future at Liverpool? Let's see how he does today. This kind of game I do think is important for him to prove himself. I think this is the kind of game that's important. Solan, nice to see you. Just woke up predicting Liverpool to play amazing first half and then get demolished in the second. Oh, God. I'm half from France, yeah. Bye. Why isn't it being streamed at my... Maybe Cake because it's behind the closed doors friendly. No one scored yet. It's still 0-0. It's still 0-0. Leo, does the intensity look good? Yes, but I wouldn't say it's like jumped out at me. I would say it's been a calm start from both sides. Calm start. It's being played at Anfield. Ingles, the second game will be played at Anfield. This one is being played at the AXA Liverpool training ground. And it's 35-minute half. So instead of 90 minutes, it's 70 minutes. It is blocking it. No, but yes, Mazeret, the ball movement isn't working for this one. I'm testing it. If it works, I will get rid of the starting 11, but there's no movement on it. There's just no movement on it. PSG's asking price is a lot right now. Yeah, they need to drop it. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. You see, the ball movement, there's just no action happening here. But I think it's because the technology is there for in stadium. And this game isn't being played in a stadium. That must be it, you know? Harvey hasn't stood out, I agree. Why can't you show the game? Campbell, trust me, I would love to help you guys out, but because of copyright, it would just get taken down immediately. That's the problem. It would just get taken down. Is Araujo playing the next game? I think he'll probably start, actually. If I had to guess what the two center backs will be later today, I would guess that it's going to be Virgil van Dijk and Ronald Araujo is my guess. Just because Jeremy Jacquet is only returning from injury, so he probably won't start. But maybe he will. Either way, whether it be Jeremy Jacquet or Araujo, I'm super excited to see who starts in the next game. Yeah, Como's on the attack right now. I would love to, Shiving, but the channel isn't big enough for me to show the games. If I get to Mark Goldbridge level one day, which I doubt, but if then maybe you could think about it. But I think you have to get on that level. Thank you, Tin. I appreciate you. Who's on the bench here? Let me read you the bench. On the bench, there is Davies, Luis Kumas, there is Morrison, there's Endai, Will Wright, Sonny Lemby, and Pitt. It's a very small bench. So probably we'll barely see even changes in the second half. Because as I said, it's only 35-minute halves. So it's a much shorter game. Who do you think will sign Rodri? Barcelona, bro. That's the only team it seems like he's going to go to. And he wants to leave, apparently. What's up, Leo? It's been a long time since I was here. How are you doing? Nice to see you, Daniel. Today we got double. Thank you for the treat, Deliora. Yeah, we got a double stream. We got a double stream today. Because we play at Anfield later on in the day. I've been following for ages. Shout out to you, Sakul. Do you think we should sign Ryan from Bournemouth? I would love to sign him, but it's definitely not happening this summer. Because I don't think they'd sell him for anything less than 150 million. But would I want him in the future? Like in, next summer? Absolutely, I would love him. Nah, bro, the ball movement isn't working. So I have the lineup there for those that are just entering the building that want to see who's playing. You know what I mean? Leo, are you live for the Community Shield? I'm not, E3, LFC, because I'm already doing a double live stream today. I'm going to be live for both of the Como games. So, I'm not going to do 3 in a day. Then I think I would just go crazy, bro. If I watch three friendlies in a day, I don't think I could do. Or would you guys call the Community Shield a final? I think I would say it's a friendly, sorry. Or would you guys call it a trophy, the Community Shield? Do you think we're going to get Bradley Barcola done before deadline day? I think so. I do think so. Goat says, I think Araujo can play right back. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. I've been watching since last year. Big up. It's Lucas backwards. Football challenge? What was the football challenge video I made? Is the next one immediately after this? No, Dilior. The next one's at 6 p.m. UK time. 6 p.m. So I think EST time, it's at... Let me check right now. Liverpool confirmed the game will compromise of 2 35-minute halves. So there's only about 12 minutes left. It's going to be shorter, yeah, so 70-minute game. But yeah, I think EST time, Daily Aura, I think it's at 1 p.m. So, because my friend sent me this, I think EST time, the first game was at 6:30 a.m., so this one. And the next one is at 1 p.m., I think, which is 6 p.m. UK time. How is Munoz? Bro, I think Munoz has been the player who's looked the most dangerous for us. He's looked like the biggest threat. I'm a fan of what I'm seeing so far. Anthony. Do you think we'll bring in any more signings at all after Barcola? If so, who else? Yes. I think minimum one, if not two. And what do I think will be the snowball effect of that? I think it'll be if we sell Cody Gakpo and we sell Curtis Jones. Those are the two kind of main players I'm hearing teams pushing for. And what I mean by that is Inter Milan are pushing for Curtis Jones. Tottenham are pushing for Cody Gakpo. If we sell both of those, I think we're signing 3 players. 3 players I think we'll sign. You know? And yeah, so let's see, you know? It all depends, yeah, on outgoings. But I think no matter what, we're going to really push for Bradley Barcola because he is the outstanding player that we want. Why are you wearing glasses? Just because it's the morning time, bro, and these are just blue light glasses. So they help because I'm looking at 2 screens at the same time. So they help to not tire out your eyes as quickly. I don't know if it actually works, but... What's the story on Mbaye? PSG are asking for too much money. That's why that deal has stalled. How are you watching it, Leo? Much love from Ireland. Big up, Crispy Duck. Crispy Duck. I'm watching it on LFC TV or All Red Video. Glories Ventures. Thank you very much for your support. I appreciate you. Where to watch the game? Yitsu. You can watch it on LFC TV or All Red Video. Do you think we'll buy a number 6? I think it depends if we sell a midfielder. If we don't sell a midfielder, I don't think we'll buy a number 6. So I think it depends. If we sell a Curtis Jones or we sell a Endo or we sell a midfielder, maybe. But how's the game going? Bucks Brewery, it's going good. It's calm. Here we go. Maka with a free kick, but it hits a man. To watch it from South Africa. Campbell, no, you need All Red Video. Or LSC TV to watch it. Big up Liam. Much love from Ethiopia. Where is it? At Anfield? No, the second game's at Anfield. This one's at the AXA. Of course, Akul. Thank you for your support. What is the situation on the non-homegrown transfers for us? We don't have any spots left in the Premier League unless the way we could create a spot, because I recently looked at the list. Petra is asking, Leo, sorry, who's asking? Precious Ryan is asking, what is the situation on non-homegrown transfers for us? So yeah, like I said, after the Araujo signing, right now our non-homegrown situation is filled for the Premier League. But let's say we sign Barcola, what we could do is remove someone like Calvin Ramsey because he takes up a spot. That might be something that happens, which obviously is gutting for Calvin Ramsey. But I think if we don't sell one of the other non-homegrown players, I think they might remove someone like Calvin Ramsey. So he could only play in the cup competitions. Like the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. Who are we playing later at Anfield? We're playing Como again. We're playing the same team. But obviously they're going to use different players. Your name is Lucas. Ah, okay. Shout out to you, Lucas. Hello, and I hope you're all having a good Sunday. Alina's, nice to see you. Mina, thank you for sending a star. Ball movement, Leo. Unfortunately, the ball movement isn't working today. Look, I can show you. It's not working for this specific game. But I'm sure that for the game that's later at Anfield, the one that's at 6 p.m., I'm sure it'll work for them. Because I think it needs to be in stadium. So that's why I put the lineup. So that those of you that are maybe just waking up and watching it, that way you guys can see what the lineup is. Do you think Bezos will buy the club? I think it sounds like eventually they're going to become majority shareholders. Yes. I think eventually. I don't think they just got 30% to always stay at 30%. What's up, Ethan? Bro, I'm buzzing right now. We got a double Liverpool Matchday. Oh my god, what a chance for Como. How have Como not scored there? Mamadashvili has it now, but that was basically a tap-in, guys. That was basically a tap-in. What recent... Bro, I'm from Ethiopia. Big up. Shout out to the Ethiopian Scousers in the building. Wow. Right now, Como should be 1-0 up. How's the game going? Can you analyze? So far, it's going well. I would say, yeah, we created really only one major chance, though. So I would say it's kind of been a calm game from both sides. It hasn't been too hectic. And I would say the player who's looked most exciting has been Victor Munoz. But it hasn't been any kind of crazy game so far, to be honest. You think we're going to sell Gakpo, says Exaril. I think we'll sell Gakpo. Not because he's a bad player, but I think because of the money that Spurs are going to look like they're willing to pay for Gakpo. I think that's what's going to end up happening. I think in an ideal world we'll keep Gakpo, especially because he can also... Yes, I do know Joseph. In an ideal world, we keep Gakpo because, like I said, he can also possibly play as a backup striker to... Chiesa! No! How are we not 1-0 up? Oh, no, was it offside? Chiesa, guys, was through on goal. It was offside anyways. It wouldn't have counted. Who played that ball? Because it was a beautiful ball in behind. Yeah, it was a beautiful ball from Alexis McAllister. Great touch from Chiesa. And he got a shot off, but the keeper saved it. But anyways, it wouldn't have counted. It would not have counted just because he was offside. He was in an offside position. Yeah. Alina says, Leo, after you become the owner of Liverpool, make me a scout. Oh, I would absolutely do that, Alinas. Unfortunately, I think Jeff Bezos is a little bit richer than I am. He put in more than $1 billion into the club. Of his own money. $1 billion. So I'm not so sure I just have $1 billion chilling around. Shark Tooth says, what are your thoughts on City going for Maka? I don't think they are. I think their number one priority is Enzo from Chelsea, and it looks like they're pushing hard for him. Is it going to be a goal kick or a corner? Goal kick for Como. No, sorry, for us. The stream quality? Yeah. We could see the action. Shout out to you, Oscar. Leo, are you streaming the Community Shield final? No, I'm not. Because, look, Curtis is speaking to Subo right now. I'm not watching because... I'm not watching the Community Shield final just because I'm already watching streaming two of the Como games today. You'll come around, just put me on that list. Well, he knows if it gets to that stage, of course I'll put you on the list. So there will be a spending spree on the final 2 weeks of the transfer window. Now the money he's putting in is not related to the spending in the transfer window. Curtis and Subasai watching, yep. Guys, we got only about 2 minutes left of this one, and I don't think there'll be much additional time. 2 minutes left. Do you think Curtis Jones' time is up at the club? I think so. I think so. And again, guys, it doesn't mean I think Curtis Jones is a bad player. It doesn't mean I think Cody Gakpo is a bad player. I just think with both of them, they're very good squad players for Liverpool. But do I think Curtis Jones has shown so far? I'm not saying that maybe he couldn't get to those levels because I do think he has a really good ability. Oh, that's a bad shot from Como. Completely off target. But yeah, as I was saying, do I think Curtis Jones is I think he's a good player. I think he's a very good squad player to have. However, if he believes that he deserves to be a starting player for Liverpool, I'm sorry. My personal opinion is he has not proven it yet. In my opinion, he hasn't shown, look, I deserve to be a starter week in, week out to fight for titles for Liverpool Football Club. He hasn't shown me that consistency. And I would say the same thing with Cody Gakpo. He hasn't shown that he's an elite killer attacker to be starting in, week out. Can he be a very good squad player? Absolutely. But I think the situation we're currently in is both of those players, it looks like, want to be starters at Liverpool or want to be important players. Oh, what are these balloons, bro? Want to be important players, and Liverpool can't promise them that. That's the reality, and I wouldn't either if I was in the position of Liverpool or Iraola or whoever makes those decisions. You know what I'm saying? And if Inter Milan are promising Curtis Jones that he'll be a key player, if De Zerbi and Tottenham are saying that he could be a key player at Spurs, and I get it. You know what I mean? All right, guys, it is halftime. It is halftime. It remains 0-0. And I'm actually going to set the second half timer from the 35th minute. 35th minute, you guys, because as I was saying earlier, it's only 70 minutes in this one. 70 minutes. But yeah, it's been a quiet half, to be honest. Delior says, but Leo, you have one of the biggest Liverpool pages. You should be a billionaire. No, a billionaire? Nah, that's not how it works, Delior. Unfortunately, I wish it was. That would be great. I wish it was, but it don't work like that. Instagram doesn't even monetize Delior. So I've been paid 0 from Instagram. From the page. From running it over a decade. What do you think about Endo? I'm cheering him from Japan. Big up Tonkawa, bro. I'm the biggest fan of Endo. I love him. He's been he'll literally, if he leaves Liverpool, he'll leave as a cult hero. Because he's someone that whenever he's played for Liverpool Football Club, he's given it absolutely everything. And us Liverpool fans, if you as a player put in that kind of effort and you show that kind of passion for the football club, no matter what, we're going to love you. And that's how I think most Liverpool fans, if not all, feel about Wataru Endo. He has just become a cult hero. And there's certain games, for me, for example, the game where he got injured last season against Sunderland, he literally put his body on the line for the football club. Games like that is what I'll forever remember Endo for. Games like the game against City, where he went head-to-head against Rodri and was unbelievable that day. Those are the type of games I'm going to remember of Wataru Endo. Yeah, Linus. It's so unfortunate because, for example, right, Meta owns Instagram and Facebook. They pay people on Facebook, but for some reason they don't pay on Instagram. Munoz looking sharp. Yeah, Joseph, I think he's been the biggest spark of the first half, I would say. Leo, me and my friend are thinking about going to Liverpool. Do you have any tips? Edward! Yes, I do have tips. Maybe that's a video I could make one day, actually. For someone visiting. But let me know what kind of tips. Do you mean like food? What area to stay in? I mean, you could also ask. I'm sure there's lots of Reds in the building right now, like Joseph, who know Liverpool better than I do even. But I would say I know Liverpool well from a visiting point of view. Because I've been there around 20 times, I would say. So, I can definitely give you food recommendations. There's a lot of good food in Liverpool. The Vicar, you gotta ask Delior that. Delior is in the building, as always. Leo, I can't watch the game, but how are they playing at Anfield or the training center? Who plays better? They're playing in both, Matisse. There's 2 games happening today. 2. I hope the live streams would be insane. Delior, I doubt it, but thank you. Endo is a warrior, samurai blood. I have huge respect for all the Japanese people. They give everything all the time, and they're great people. Me too. Alinos, for me, the greatest trip of my life, and I've been lucky enough to visit quite a few countries, but I would say the greatest trip of my life was visiting Japan. It was the greatest trip of my life. And I went there for around 2-3 weeks as well. Best food I've had in Liverpool is from the Brody Sports Bar in Anfield. Says Crispy Duck Fella. Guys, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get some coffee. It's still the morning. In my time right now, it's 11 a.m. I'll be right back. Wait, do I have the timer ready? What is it going to say? 30? Yeah, from the 35 minutes. Then we'll get kicked off from the 35 minutes. Yeah, Victor Munoz looks so confident. I love it, bro. I love it. Love, love, love it. I believe Araujo can be the next Virgil. We need one to replace Virgil, says Alinos. Has the game started? Yes. Yeah, LFC Amelia, it's halftime. 0-0 at halftime. Can't wait to go to the game later. Also, get a pie from Home Baked. Yeah, Joseph, I was going to say one of my recommendations, maybe one of my favorite spots in Liverpool is Home Baked, which is just in front of Anfield. And they make unbelievable pies. And the people there are so nice that I go there. Every single trip I go to Liverpool, I go to Home Baked. It's the best spot around Anfield, in my opinion. Yeah, the Vicar. You gotta share the stream. You gotta share the stream so we can grow the community even more. Alino says, I bet, Leo, I meet them in different countries. Great people. Once I met a Japanese in Romania. I helped him to buy a train ticket. He can't speak Romanian and the lady there is not English. Home Baked is so good. Yes. Highly recommend. Leo, should we sign Mbai still? I think so. I think we need a right winger. And apart from Mbai, I'm not so sure what right wingers I see out there in the market with his kind of ceiling. Have you tried a steak bake from Greg's? No, I haven't tried Greg's, to be honest. How is Munoz playing? He's been our biggest bright spark of the first half. He's looking sharp. Maybe Endo is not, but for sure he always give everything for the team. Yeah, and I think also having someone like that in your team or in your squad, Alinos, is really important because it reminds all the players, and especially last season, unfortunately, I felt like many players didn't give their all, and they clearly weren't that motivated. But Endo is someone where no matter what, I know he's going to give you every ounce of his being on that football pitch for the football club. And that's why we love him. Do you think the Barcola deal, I think we'll get it over the line. But I think it's still going to take time. Is it cold over there? Yeah, it depends on the days. Like right now, I think it's around 11 degrees Celsius. Leo, have you joined the Hacky Nation? Yes, I have on TikTok. I love football. My profile, I have the same profile picture as you on TikTok. Swinder says, do you think anyone from this 11 can make it into the starting 11 team? Yes, the two that I think could possibly make it is one, Victor Munoz. I mean, whether it be on the left wing or right wing, I think Victor Munoz could earn a starting position if he proves himself, and he's just unbelievable. And then the other player for me is Trey Agnoni. I think he could have a breakthrough season and become like an important, much more important player. So I would say from this team, well, the 11 that you see here, the two that I think have that chance. I mean, Maka, obviously. You'd have to consider Maka too. But I think the two that aren't obvious, because Maka is the most obvious one, is Agnoni and Munoz. I do think for the others, it's going to be difficult to earn a starting position. Do you think we get a double deal at PSG? I think so. It just sounds like it's difficult to do that. It sounds like it's PSG are difficult to negotiate with, you know? Couldn't watch the first half. Which team was better in the first half? I would say it was 50-50. Como had a really good chance. We had a really good chance. I wouldn't say one team necessarily dominated. Yeah, I would say it was 50-50. Should I make you LFC, you can make me Icelandic. It's more unique. Big up Adam, first time in the chat, says I don't think we look like we have our own identity. Bro, Adam, I think it's too I don't think it's fair to judge off of this game. Most of these players have never played together in a full 11. It's normal. We're not going to look like our completely fluid self. However, Adam, in the second game at Anfield, if we don't look like fluid, I would be a lot more worried. Why? Because I think the second game at Anfield is basically going to be the team that starts against Newcastle next week. So I expect the second game, the one that's at Anfield, the second game, I expect us to look a lot more kind of fluid in the attack. Just for the players to have better understanding of the system, because that's the team that most needs to be ready for Newcastle away next Sunday. In exactly 1 week, guys, we kick off our Premier League campaign. Exactly 1 week. Yeah, for those of you on TikTok, I can't... If you want me to see you in the chat and you want to join in, you can just look up Leo's Goals on YouTube or Twitch, and I'll be able to see you there. Russian, I should go back to speaking French. Yeah, Joseph, learning another language is great. Are you watching City versus Arsenal today? No, I'm not, because already I'm watching 2 Liverpool games, and I'm sorry, to me, Community Shield is like a glorified friendly. So I'm not going to be watching 3 games on this Sunday. Too much, bro. Nerpulo says, Leo, would you rather Liverpool lose every Champions League game but win the league, or get 10th in the league and win the Champions League? Oh, definitely get 10th in the league and win the Champions League. Why? Because first off, it's harder to win the Champions League. I mean, just look at how many times we won the Champions League compared to the league. And second, if you win the Champions League, you qualify for the Champions League automatically the next season. Whereas, actually, no. Yeah, the other option you gave me, if we won the league, we obviously would get the Champions League. But yeah, I would choose the Champions League over the Premier League next season, just because it's the harder competition to win. And the reason I say it's the harder competition to win is if it was easier, then we would have won more Champions Leagues than... Or maybe it's rarer to win. I don't know about harder, because the Premier League is also so hard to win. But I'll put it like this. It's a lot rarer to win the European Cup. So that's why I would pick the European Cup. I would pick the Champions League, if it was one or the other. Sure, LFC. I don't know how good... How's Chiesa playing? He's playing okay. I wouldn't say he's played that well. We probably won't win anything this season. It's okay if I see Iraola's attacking style shine. Yeah, I think, Jack, to be fair, I think the minimum, though, is for us to finish in the Champions League places. So that's probably top 5. That's kind of the minimum I think we should expect, because of how important Champions League football is. I love football, says Leo. Who do you think will be Liverpool's player of the year this season? I hope it's Alexander Isak, bro. And the reason I say I hope is I think if we're able to get the best out of Alexander Isak this season, and if he's able to stay fit, then I think Liverpool can have an outstanding season. Why? Because somebody needs to be scoring the goals in this team. And now that we no longer have a Mohamed Salah, now that we no longer have, well, kind of the team of old, someone new is going to have to appear as kind of the leader in goals. And I think we paid the big bucks on Alexander Isak for him to be that new player. That new player who we expect to put up big numbers. And that's why I'm praying that Alexander Isak, that we get the best out of him and that he stays fit. Because if he does, then like I said, I think we can win things this season. This season, I think we can win things if Isak is his best Newcastle self. Because when he's his best self, he's a special player. Big up Dark Flame, thank you. Nemanja, of course I remember you. I love your content. Thank you. You'll never walk alone, bro. I always remember your name because you have the same first name as Nemanja Vidic. Are you from Serbia? Are you from Serbia? Like Vidic is? Big up, Brian. You also joined Heki Nation. You streaming the match? No, but we're doing a watch along. The game is being streamed on LFC TV. Or All Red Video. Alright, here we go. Second half is about a kickoff, but remember, it kicks off. I had to. Yeah, you love Hugo. Bro, I think he's also my favorite player, Hugo Ekitike. Alright, guys. The second half, Alvaro Morata is going to get the second half kicked off. And it's going to kick off from the 35th minute, you guys. From the 35th minute. Because remember, this game in total is 70 minutes. Here we go. Second half's about to kick off. There we are. Come on, you Reds. We want some goals in the second half. We want more drama. Because that first half, not much happened, to be honest. So hopefully we see more action. Brian, I appreciate that you watched the video on advice for creators. I really appreciate it, bro. And look, you're smashing it. You're an example, bro. You're an example where you found your angle. And for example, I saw how much your videos with around Egypt, for example, and your love of Salah, which is so genuine, you know. But that, I think, is one of the ways, for example, I think that it really helped you because it was unique, you know. And now that you're in Liverpool too, imagine the unique content that you could do. There's so much, you know. So much. Yeah. Big up Dark Flamed. In the building. Nice to see you, LTE. Exactly, bro. Just trying to push the content massively. Appreciate the kind words. Nah, bro, you're kill. But it also, and it shows too, you know, consistency. But that's the thing too, and I try to say it in the video, is it's like, yeah, bro, hopefully next time I come to Anfield, to Liverpool. But I was gonna say, it does show though, it's not only about consistency either, because I have seen creators be consistent, but not find that unique, you know, way that they can stand out. So I think you really have to have the mix of the two, from what I've seen at least. You're half Serbian, half English. Big up. Thank you, Haki, for life. I appreciate you. I love your username, bro. Send a gold coin. Big up, Haki. Liverpool can never replace Salah legend. I agree. He's irreplaceable. He's irreplaceable. Alinas, thank you too. He's absolutely irreplaceable, but the reality is someone's going to have to step up with the goals. You know what I'm saying? And who do I think we're kind of putting our eggs in which basket for hoping that it's that player? I think Alexander Isak is who we're hoping is now going to put up the numbers. Hey Manu, nice to see you first time in the chat. Should Iraola trust Chiesa this season? Bro, I think he could trust him, you know, when he proves himself, I think. And that's why games like these are really important, in my opinion, for Chiesa. You know, to show Iraola what he can do for him. Santa Party hat. Big up, Dark Flamed. YouTube name, you can just look up Leo's goals on YouTube. For those of you, so I can see you in the chat. Any subs? Have we made subs? I don't think so. I don't think so. Maka will be staying, Jude. His dad confirmed that Maka is planning on staying. Big up, boss man. Thank you. How's Liverpool playing so far? Decent. Yeah, no, Adam. I didn't like how Slot didn't give him a chance. I agree. And Duque is so promising, I know. But he is going to be going out on loan this season. But I agree. I'm so excited to see how he develops in the future. Because I would say the two shining lights of this preseason, if I had to say two, I would say it's actually been and Duque, the center back. And I would say the other player for me that's really shined this preseason is Trey and Yoni. Those are the two for me that really shined. Big up Alinos, who's just become a community support member. Can we get W's in the building? I can't, unfortunately, due to copyright. Kizora. Anuza, I can't show the match on YouTube because of copyright, but there's the lineup and everything else, the scoreboard, all of those things you could see. Do you prefer Araujo playing right back or center back? Honestly, I haven't watched him enough in those two different positions, but I think it's more so depending on the opposition. So maybe there's times... Oh my god, look at Munoz. Look at his pace here. He makes his way into the box. How's this cross going to be? I think it's saved by the keeper. It's going to be a corner for us. Bro, he's electric, Victor Munoz. Guys, he is electric. Do you see the pace on the... Look at this. The way he just gets through two players. Nobody could get close to him. How has Munoz been playing? Bro, very good. Munoz has been our best player this game. You can't defend that pace. Is it... Yeah, it's 35-minute halves. Virgil van Dijk. So 70 minutes overall. 35 each half. Explosive. Yeah, that's how I would describe him. Explosive. But there, he was able to use his pace in a way where you could not stop him. You just couldn't. Big up Alinos, who just gifted a membership. Can we get W's in the building? Thank you, Alinos. Absolute legend. Who's gifted? Adib. Adib, bro. Can we get W spam in the building? Big up, bro. But yeah, Alinos, something I wanted to ask you actually is, what are your expectations for this season? I know you're definitely bought into Iraola because I know he's the type of manager that you like. I've heard you before saying that you wanted a more kind of emotional manager, and I think Iraola will be that. And he's definitely going to connect with the fans. But what are your expectations for this season? Oh, that was nice for Mendo. Very nice for Mendo. Next match is a full 90 minutes. Yes, Alinos, it's a full 90 minutes, the next game. This is why we need to look for Spanish players. I mean, to be fair, Alinos, our first signing of the Iraola era was Victor Munoz. And it looks like he's going to be an absolute bargain. I mean, look how explosive he is. That's the kind of player we were missing last season. And I think he's really showing he could be a difference maker in this season. Munoz is a good player and he'll come great. Mikel says, how do you rate Slot as a manager? Bro, it's difficult. Because he did help us deliver the league title. But then the next season after that was such a pain. So I think I'd have to rate his time as a manager into two separate ways. Because he was outstanding in the first. And then the second was just so painful. I think we won't start great, but it'll come good. So Alinos, what about for the full of next season? What's your expectation? Full of next season. What do you think of Kirkez, Leo? Bro, I think we gotta be patient with Kirkez. People forget he's still very, very young. Very young. We can't forget that. The second game is at 2 a.m. I'm watching Australia. Oh, dang. Aces, are you still gonna stay up? Daniel, I don't want to say how Liverpool do this season until the end of the transfer window. I want to see what we do in the window from now until the next 2 weeks. How is Munoz playing? Ekitike, he's been our best player this game for sure. He's been the most dangerous player in the attack. And he's a lot faster than I thought he was. That's what I've learned in this game so far. That he's a lot faster than I thought he was. Is Jacquet going to play in the next game? It looks like it, Bobby. I'm not sure if he's going to start, but I think he'll play. Here we go, guys. 3 changes coming. Luis Kumas is coming on. Morrison is coming on. And Will Wright. Triple change coming. And it'll probably be our 3 attackers coming out. Marco says, I hope Victor Munoz will reach his potential and change Liverpool. Bro, he definitely has high potential when you look at his raw ability. Highly love from Norway. And when you think about Iraola's ability to get the best out of his players. Bro, is Iraola not there though? Guys, are you able to see Iraola on the sideline? I couldn't see him there. Who's on the pitch tonight? Would you mean right now or tonight? Latin managers need time. I think we'll end up first in the 3rd season. And if we'll keep Iraola next season, for sure we'll fight for the title. But our players... Okay, I see what you mean. So that's good, Alinos. It shows you're willing to be patient. Chiesa's coming off, guys. Chiesa, Harvey Elliott, and Victor Munoz, guys. So we're changing all of our attack. So Luis Kumas is going to be on the left wing now. Will Wright is going to be our striker, number 79. And Kieran Morrison is going to be on the right wing. So it's a complete change in the attack. Yeah, Ekitike is still injured. He won't be back till 2027. Look at Kumas. Kumas with a strike, but it's completely off target. It's going to be a goal kick. Do you know why it's a 70-minute game? I guess just they wanted to be careful with some of the players that are playing here, and they didn't want to play the full 90 minutes. Yeah, right now it's the 46th minute. Big up from Kenya. Big up, Lucho. Do you think Munoz will improve a lot? I think so. Like I said, what do I see in Victor Munoz? Someone who has all the raw ability to be a top winger. He has the pace, he has the skill, he has the confidence to just go for it. What I'm just probably he has to work on, I guess, is his finishing. And then, you know, there's other stuff that he'll develop under Iraola, but the raw stuff I'm really excited about with Munoz. He's clearly a big talent. I am I have Alina says I'm an old guy. I have patience. I'm not like the young fans. Alina says I can bet Iraola will create a system in our team, same as Pep or Arteta did. That's why I love Latin managers. I like the passing game to create on the pitch, not just run to goal and camp there. Leo, what's your favorite shirt, home or away? I like both, honestly. I really like both. I'm not a fan of the third kit from what I've seen though, to be honest. But the home and away for me I really love them. But like I said, the third kit, I'm not so sure. Jaden says, how good did Elliot play today? Not great, Jaden. I don't think he did anything in the game that stood out, unfortunately, for Harvey Elliott. I think I was a bit disappointed. But again, it's hard because it's a completely different team. But I don't think Chiesa and Harvey Elliott, if I'm being completely honest, showed anything in the game where I was like, ooh. You know what I mean? Whereas Munoz had many moments like that where I'm like, okay, you got something special, you know? We won. No, it's still 0-0. It's the 49th minute. Adam says Aston Villa ruined our clutch Harvey Elliott. I mean, maybe also it just Harvey will need more time to get into the kind of the fitness levels that are needed because he didn't play at all for Aston Villa. So obviously that doesn't help. Sent hiding. Thank you, Roman LFC. Tane, no, I'm not watching the Community Shield because I'm already watching 2 Liverpool games today. Top 4, bro, I can't say top 4 until it's the end of the window. Let's see what teams do in the transfer window. Big up Roman and LFC. Thanks for the 6-7. Is that a thing still? After Irola, let's bring Chivu. I know you want Chivu. My Romanian guy from Inter Milano. Inter plays so nice under him. Lots of passes. Changing sides. Always love it. Daniel says, Leo, when does the season start? Exactly in a week. Liverpool play Newcastle. First game of the season of the Premier League. Is Munoz still on? No, he's come off now. All of our attackers, our front 3, which was Harvey Elliott, Chiesa, and Munoz, have all come off. All come off. And now our front 3 is Luis Kumas on the left wing, Will Wright as a striker, and Kieran Morrison on the right wing. Thank you, Roman LFC. The 6-7. My birthday is on the 21st of August. Ooh, nice. So next week. Thank you, Abdul. I appreciate you. Do you think Elliot has proven himself? I don't think this preseason. I don't think he's done anything this preseason that tells you he's in the shape he needs to be in to be an important player for Liverpool. If I'm being honest. Because trust me, I love Harvey Elliott. But I don't think he's taken the opportunities this preseason. Whereas someone like Trey and Yoni, I think, has really taken the opportunity. Yes, Hulky, if you want to come onto the YouTube, I'll be able to see you in the chat. That's not a Lucho Paolo. That's a compliment if you're comparing Munoz to Lucho. Because when Lucho first arrived at Liverpool, he was unbelievable. When he first arrived at Liverpool. Andre, I don't know. Just Ali Nus in the chat really wants Shivu. Because also he's Romanian. Ali Nus, I never understood what 6-7 was. I think it was just a meme that kids wanted to start that meant nothing. Just to confuse older people. I think that's what the meme is, honestly. Just to confuse people. Because it means nothing. Big up Roman LFC. Low latency. But won't the quality be worse, Adam? Is that why it's behind? Yeah, I didn't think it was still a thing. Big up Niall, thank you for the hiding. Do you think Araujo will fit Liverpool? I hope so, bro. Right now, we just needed numbers, to be fair. I think we just needed numbers. Are there 2 games happening today? Yes, 2 games. And there's about 16 minutes left in this one. How did Chiesa? I think Chiesa was quiet. He didn't impress so much. But Munoz, I think, was our player of the game. He was really good. How do you think the game will end? Hopefully a Liverpool win, bro. I don't want just a 0-0. I want us to go for it. I want us to go for it, bro. Big up. Thank you, Roman LFC, for the seagull. Brighton fans are going to be happy about that, Robin. Who do you think is winning the Community Shield? I think Arteta. I think Arsenal. Oh! Will Wright! Big chance for Liverpool. Play it back. Will Wright plays it back. It's a shot from Mignoni. What was that shot, bro? That's a big chance. Bro, that was a gift. I thought Will Wright was going to score there, but he was unselfish. He played it back. And then Mignoni should have put that on target, bro. That should have been the 1-0 for Liverpool. Look, the keeper was completely out of his goal, and it was a bad pass from the defender. Trey should have put that on target. Haas says, I think Verts will have a breakout season. I hope so, bro, because he's a special player. What's your position? LFC, I played lots of different positions. But most recently, I've been playing on... the right wing. For the guys I play with on every Tuesday night, I play with a team in Lille, and when I play with them, I play on the right wing. Arino says Isaac needs some extra No, I'm not doing a watch along for the Community Shield, Layla, but I will do another watch along later today for the other Cuomo game, the game that's happening at Anfield. So a double stream today, and that game is at 6 p.m. UK time, I believe. Let me just check again. Yeah, 6 p.m. UK time. What are these new things you can send, Leo? They're brand new. I think they're called jewels. Right, Roman? Thank you. Who sent a clock it? Clock it. Big up Pasta Boy, who sent a melon. Leo, who scored, bro? It's still 0-0. No scores so far. Leo wants to be Liverpool's next right winger, exactly. Nah. I want Liverpool to be successful, and if Liverpool had me on the right wing, I would get so many hate messages as to how bad I am that I wouldn't be able to put up with that. And I want Liverpool to be successful, so. Yeah, I don't think I would fare well against the kind of quality you have in the left backs in the Premier League, bro. Big up Roman, thank you for the treat. And we got Now who sent a laughing disco. Yeah, bro, we got about 13 minutes, bro. We got to score. Oh, nearly. Will Wright with the pressing there. Oh. Thank you, eFootball, for your support. Yes! No! How have we not scored? How have we not scored? Man of the match so far? My man of the match is Munoz. Victor Munoz. How have we not scored there? Let's have a look at the replay again. Oh my god, guys. We should be 1-0 up. The pressing from our youngsters, guys, has been great from our attacker. This was Luis Kumas. He was basically 1v1. That all came from the pressing. To be fair, guys, our super subs, attackers, are really bringing in the press, guys. They're really bringing in the press. We should be 1-0 up, guys. Or 2-0 up even, with the 2 recent chances we had there. We should be 2-0 up. Who missed? Luis Kumas. But to be fair, it was his pressing. He won the ball. But then he was in basically a 1v1 situation and he put it out just off target. Big up Alino says, my brother who works in Ireland told me that he's watching your videos and likes you. He's a Liverpool fan as well. Thank you. Alinos, tell him thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Roman LFC sent a hiding. Jewel, big up, bro. Frankie says, I'm going to the second match. Oh, I'll have the best time, bro. It's going to be such an exciting one. We're going to go with our full strength team. Probably the same team that's going to play against Newcastle. So I cannot wait for it as well. Is it 70 minutes or 90 minutes? 70 minutes. Manish. 70 minutes. Oh! Will Wright. I love Barcola, but he's expensive, man. I agree, bro. But the state of the market right now, it doesn't seem like this summer you're going to get any smart deals, to be honest. If no one scores, will it end 0-0? I think so. Thank you, Niall. And thank you, Roman, for the gold coin. Big up, Roman. Ten more minutes to go. Exactly. Guys, are we going to find a winner? Do you think there will be a goal in this? I freaking hope so. Freaking hope so. But yeah, guys, let me tell you the team that I think we're going to see in the second game against Como, which, like I told you guys, I think will be the team that will likely start against Newcastle. And let me know if you guys agree or disagree with my team, okay? Alinos, thank you for the football. Oh, you can send footballs too? That's much better than the 6-7 thing. For the subject that we have. Alright, guys, here's the team. Let me know if you agree or disagree that I think we'll see on the opening day. And that'll probably be the starting 11 later today. Alisson in goal. Jeremy Frimpong at right back. Araujo and Virgil van Dijk as the center backs. And I say Araujo because Jeremy Jacquet is only just returning from his injury. But maybe Jacquet will start. But my prediction is that it will be Araujo. So Araujo, Virgil as the two center backs. Kirkez left back. Our midfield three I think will be Gravenberg, Soboslai, and Wirtz in the 10. And then our front three I think will be Cody Gakpo on the left wing, Alexander Isak as our striker, and Rio Ngamoa as our right winger. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. That's what I think will be the 11 later today. That's what I think it'll be. Shark Tooth says, I love the confidence Munoz has. He's a future Ballon d'Or contender. What do you think, Leo? Okay, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I will not start saying that he's a future Ballon d'Or contender yet, bro. But do I think he could be an important player for Liverpool? Absolutely. Absolutely. And do I think he'll have an impact this season? Absolutely. And do I think Iraola will improve him? Absolutely. So there's a lot to be excited about, no doubt. Is it at 6 p.m.? Yes, I think it's at 6 p.m. I think it's an assistant that's in charge of this game because I haven't seen Iraola shown. I've just seen his assistant, Tommy Elphick. I disagree, so who do you think? What do you think is going to be the team if it's not that? Since you said you disagree. Nico Paz is a future star, bro. He's special. That's my starting 11 for the game later today. Bro, Kirkez is chilling. Look at the way Kirkez's feet are up. Big up now for sending the hiding. And Mina sent the sparkles. Big up. Leo, I mean it. You'll never walk alone. Big up. Nemanja. We're all here for each other. Big up, Roman. Where do you think we'll finish this season? Do you think Isak will break through with Wirtz? I hope so, Neil. I think Neil, honestly, and I know a team is also built on defense and everything, but I think Alexander Isak and Wirtz at their very best are such special players. There's a reason why we paid record numbers for them. If Iraola can get the best out of them, I think Liverpool can have an outstanding season. If we struggle to get the best out of them, I think we could struggle. I really am putting a lot on Florian Wirtz and Isak. I am. Because this is now the post-Mohamed Salah era. And I think those are the two players we're going to build our team around. Oh, Iraola is in all black on the bench? Oh, I didn't see him. I hope they show it again because I'll have a look. But yeah, I wouldn't see why he wouldn't be here. It makes total sense that he would be here. Because the other game is until tonight. So there's no way that he's not here. It's just I hadn't seen him yet. Yeah, and Dias come on. But you know who hasn't come on though is Ndukwe. He hasn't come on yet. Iraola was smiling. Okay, good. The game is so... Yeah, it's not been a very exciting second half. Or game in general. 5 minutes to the whistle. But I think, like I said, the game at Anfield is going to be completely different. I think the players are going to be, like I said, putting in full intensity. Because they know it's their last practice game, basically, before the season opener against Newcastle. So trust me, they'll be properly up for it. Whereas this was such a disjointed team that I never expected it to be so fluid. I didn't expect it to. I believe in him too, Nemanja. I really believe in Iraola, but like a lot of us have been saying, we're going to have to be patient. Because his style of football is not easy to play. How is Maka doing? Decent. Niall, thank you. Is Liverpool versus Como? Yeah, 6 p.m. UK time. Another double change coming. Another double change. Is Inyoni doing good? Decent. So Sonny Lambie's coming on. Josh, Sonny Lambie, and Lucas Pitts. While James McConnell and Calvin Ramsey have come off. And they're only going to play around 4 or 5 minutes probably. There's 4 or 5 minutes left, you guys. Yo, Marnuz, nice to see you. Who says, I'm back in the building, so excited for the new season to start, and hopefully we see Iraola ball cooking. I just want to ask if you will be streaming the Champions League draw on August 27th. Yes, I will be. I just hope I'm going to have connection, because during that week, I'm going to be in Portugal. And I don't know how the connection will be, but hopefully, it's good enough to do a stream. I mean, it's got to be. Otherwise, I'll find some place in town. Delior, are you talking about Leone? What about Josh Abe? I'm surprised Josh Abe didn't play in this. He played in a U18 game yesterday. LFC, I just turned 27. Come on. We want to go, Lasso. ALFC, Munoz has been our biggest bright spark of the game for sure. Come on. This could be the last chance. Go on. Costas has made a run forward. He crosses it. Oh, Como clears it. Come on, guys. We got about a minute left in this. We got about a minute left. Will Wright! Oh, it's a great block from the defender. Will Wright, I thought was scoring there, but it's great defending with the block. Gaming with Dylan says I'm going to the game later. Oh, I'll have the best time. It's going to be so fun. Guys, it's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner. Is there stoppage time? I don't think much. Probably a minute. All right, come on, guys. We have a corner. We have a corner. That's it. That's it, guys. Oh, yeah, I see Iraola now, guys. I see him in all black. Delior, I see him. That's it, guys. GG's. He just gave a hug to Cesc Fabregas. 0-0 is the final score. Not been the most exciting of second halves, to be honest. But I do think we had the chances to win this game in the second half. I think the biggest one probably fell to Luis Kumas in the second half. And in the first half, Enyoni had the best chance. But let me know what you guys, who your man of the match was and what you learned from this game. Delior says you should apply for a media internship at Liverpool and give us exclusive content. I mean, maybe a media pass or something, Delior. Maybe. Could be possible. I don't know. But I would agree. I would give the man of the match to Munoz. He's the one that got me most excited in this game. But I guess that for a positive for sure is the fact that we did look solid defensively. Like, we didn't concede any goals. We didn't concede major chances except maybe the one in the first half. However, where I gotta say I was a bit disappointed, to be honest, are players like Harvey Elliott and Chiesa. I just thought I would see a bit more, given they know these type of games are so important for them to showcase themselves to Iraola, to say, look, I'm good enough to be an important squad player. And I didn't see that much in this game. But I also don't want to be too harsh, just because, like I said, it was such a disjointed team that it's normal. You're not going to look like your best self in a team that hasn't played together before, really. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to be too harsh, but I do think we should have won this game with the 3 big chances we had. The game's ended, bro. The game's ended. 0-0. Make sure you stream the next game. Oh, I absolutely will. Don't worry. I'm going to the game. Oh, I have the best time. I have the best freaking time. Have the best freaking time. Victor Munoz on the wing. Aston Villa have reached an agreement, by the way, with Parma to sign Suzuki. He was about to go to PSG. That deal broke, fell through, collapsed, and now Aston Villa have signed him. So that probably means that Martinez is going to leave. Big up Footy Edits, thank you. Leo, do you think Barcola and Bayer or both of them will happen? I think Barcola will happen. Munoz was very exciting, yeah. It was fun to see you. See you next game. Yeah, Bao. If you're around later, like I said, I will be doing another stream later where there should be a much stronger Liverpool team where it's actually going to be a full 90 minutes, you guys. It's going to be a full 90 minutes and it's going to be at Anfield. So I think we'll learn a lot more from the second game. But still, my biggest takeaway from this one was Victor Munoz. Is the game on? I thought it starts at 6. Yes, the main game is starting at 6. This was one to give other players a chance to really build their fitness. Leo, I'm going to the second game. Please respond. Sumesh. Have the best time, bro. Have the best time. Can't wait for later. Me too, Dicey. Like I said, I think we'll learn a lot more from the second game. And we'll see a lot more of like the Iraola style, hopefully. I'm going to the second game, but I don't know football. Will it be good? I think it'll be great, bro. You're going to see a lot of quality players. A lot of quality players. One more week for the boys to get their legs ready for the season. Exactly. We got exactly a week now till the Newcastle game. Newcastle away. Mojito, damn, Nemanja. You're having a good Sunday. You're having a good Sunday, bro. Is it pens? Nah, the game is over now. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Are you going to be live for the Man City versus Arsenal? No, I just went to get some coffee, bro. Cheers, guys. Here's to a really, really great second game later today. Got some coffee, look. Will we be able to watch the next game on TV? It'll be on LFC TV again, yes. Man of the match is definitely Victor Munoz. Are you going to be live for the Man City versus Arsenal? No. But I will be live for the next Como game. Damn, it looks like a lot of you guys are watching that one. Right? Seems like a lot of you guys. But anyways, guys, I think that's going to be the end of this stream just because I want to make a long-form video reacting to the game we just watched. And also have lunch soon because it's 12 now here. But yeah, guys, thank you to all of you guys that joined in the building for this earlier kickoff. And like I said, I will be back. Today's a double stream, so it's a lot of fun. The fact that we get to have a double stream and the next game, expect a very strong lineup, you guys. And it's going to be a full 90 minutes. The atmosphere should be great at Anfield. I think it's going to be a full Anfield crowd. And I just can't wait for it. So, guys, I will see you very, very soon. You'll never walk alone. Have a beautiful in-between day. We have about, what is it? We have about 6 hours till the next game. 5-6 hours, guys.